WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
My name is Watson.
And my name is Mariah.
We're 12 years old.
And we're representing Redford Academy Middle School.
And we're here to talk about drugs.
Drugs are very dangerous and unhealthy.
And they can also ruin a relationship with your loved ones.
Go talk to a family member, a friend, even a teacher, or you can go to a therapist, or if you need any extra help, you can go online and find all of those.
Hashtag not worth it.
Good day, good people. This is your personal change coach and host of Expose Under the Sun, Heather Heteru. My co-host, Jaren Griffin, will be with us next Tuesday. So tune in then and follow us today as we continue this awesome show. Expose Under the Sun is brought to you by Detroit Native Sun News. If you are interested in advertising in our paper, please contact Valerie at 313-457-5944. Again, that's 313-457-5944. Today is an awesome day, and I am told this is International Women's Day. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Which is awesome. And so I have a special guest with me in the studio today. I'm going to introduce her in just a moment. I want to just share with you, though, that not only is this a special day for women, but this is a special day for all of us because today is a new day. This is a reset. Today, as I speak to you every session that we have together, that this one is a manifesting year, and two, this is the time for you to find your joy. Now, I put out a challenge a couple of shows ago that everyone that's watching and listening should be looking for 10 new ways every month to find and enjoy your joy. So I want you to keep that in mind. I'm going to share with you some tips in just a moment. But now I want to introduce to you and share a little bit about what we do for this show. We talk about community wellness and really what that means in different and new ways, that it's really designed to help us, to help ourselves, to help us, to help each other. And so wellness is just being at your optimum state mentally, physically, and spiritually. And then that wellness not only spills over from your life, but into your family and then into the community. And these are the ways that we develop community wellness. So here to talk more about wellness with me is my special guest, Suzanne Jarrett of, let me get this right, Fearless Girl Boss.
Yes.
And she has amazing products. You'll see some of them on our table sharing today, the vivid and bright colors and some of the uses. So she's going to talk a little bit about that. But I'm going to first ask her to talk to us about her joy. And so I want to ask you, can you share with us what kind of things bring you joy?
Sure, absolutely. So every day, it's an intentional thing with bringing joy. We are always putting other people first. So it's just getting that mindset and intention to do something for yourself. So I get up and I don't go to social media right away. I like to gather myself, whether it's a meditation or prayer, put on some good music that'll lift my vibration up right away, and then I nourish my body with something good. So whether it's supplements or green drink or a smoothie, that really helps me to get into that space pretty quickly. And then I journal what my intention is for that day. and always ending it with gratitude. So I list 5 different things of gratitude.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
We have to take that time because if we're going to be well, we have to own that. So
Yes.
we have to do things for ourselves to be well. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips that I use for finding my joy. So the first one is, and you may already agree, you're probably already doing this, but I love a nice steamy hot shower or a warm Epsom salt bath to help just with the detox. The warm and the steamy shower helps you to eliminate some toxins, so you're actually sweating while you're in the shower, but you don't have to hold on to it. You can just rinse it all down the drain. But the other benefit to having that that steam coming in from your shower or your bath is that it also helps you to clear your mind. So it clears your sinuses. So if you're having sinuses backed up, it's a good time to have them drained. All of that would be good for you. So steamy hot shower, Epsom salt bath. The second thing that I love is aromatherapy, which I'm sure you're going to talk a
I
lot
love
about
that.
that today because everything she has in her products are so very aromatic. The lipsticks and lip glosses and anyway, I'm going to let her talk more about that because I'm just being introduced to them, and I don't wear makeup, but this might just change my mind. Your
Okay.
products are going to change my mind
I
about
love
that.
that. I'll be happy to help.
And then, so the particular aromatherapy that I use is lemongrass. And I love lemongrass because it also helps to raise your frequency and your vibration. So when you breathe it in, you feel that energy, you feel that sense of that sensation of not just the lemony sense, but that sensation of feeling better. It's just, and it just makes you feel better when you inhale it. And then my final one is to paint or color. So you guys know I've been in this coloring book mode. So I've been doing that for a while. But now there are kits. You can find these at the Dollar Tree. You can find them at the dollar store. But they're kits where you can do either stencil painting. You could actually have a canvas, and you can get all your supplies for under $5. You can get your paints, your brushes, and the canvas for under $5. So it's a great way to just find if you have that talent or gift. So we want to make sure we encourage that. So those are my tips for you finding your joy for today. And so let's talk a little bit about, first, talk about your journey. How did you become who you are now?
Without, having a long story that'll come later. So Fearless, interesting. I was a young runaway and single mom for years. And I went through a lot of trauma early on. I don't want this to be a sad thing, but my father ended up taking his life. And so during that time,
I'm sorry.
thank you. I needed to find something to ground myself. I recognized some things that could have easily taken me there too. So I actually turned to my mother's company, which it's a skincare company, and through that work, I not only found my joy in helping other women to feel beautiful about themselves, and it helped myself tap into the leadership role, which I didn't know I had. My background was always medical, so I was in school to be a nurse, and I quickly shifted and decided to take a leap of faith into business. And so that was my start. And as I went in, I ended with that company. I decided to create something for women of all ethnicities, and that's when I came up with Fearless. Because growing up, I was anything but fearless, and so I had to grow into her. So I did a lot of mental work. I studied with Bob Proctor's protege, Danielle Amos, and the teachings were amazing. It's called Thinking to Results, and it's all mindset. So from there, I formulated a makeup lipstick, which is vegan, and it's all mindset. It's fearlessmanifest.com. And each color has a story. So if you want to feel bold, you're going to wear reds. And so that's part of the journey there that started me. And I wanted to help others. I'm a big humanitarian. So putting people first is always something that I've been passionate about.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
And it's funny that, as we grow and we have these experiences, that we have the opportunity to change our own trajectory based on the decisions that we make.
Yes.
And I love the fact that every day is a reset.
It is.
Every day is a reset. You can choose to do something different. You can choose to be different. You don't have to go back to being who you were the day before.
Exactly.
We always have that opportunity, and I'm so thankful that you
Thank
took
you.
advantage of that opportunity, because now the world gets to experience you in a new and exciting way.
Yes.
So tell us about the other products and services that you offer.
So I also have a new company, and shout out to Shannon Steele, my business partner. It's Vita Alkalina. So we have different herbs. We have yoni steams. This one is brand new. It's called Sophia de Vita, which means breath of life, and Vita Alkalina means alkaline life. So this product here is an all-in-one immunity builder. If you have heavy metals, COVID, it really helps target those things. So it's an all-in-one. Breath of Life says it all with respiratory. So we also have Kangen alkaline water and some other things on our website. So you can find us on vitaalkalina.com, Instagram, and Facebook.
Can you spell that for our listeners so they'll know
Yes.
that they found the right
Yes,
product?
so it's Vita, Vita Alkalina. So that's Vita Alkalina.
Okay.
And then my company is also Detroit Connect Society, which is near and dear to my heart. It's a support for other people in business and just the people that have the wealthy mindset. It doesn't mean money. It's just the way that we think about ourselves, and it's a support of resources for other professionals. So that we're going to have some events coming up pretty soon. So you can find us on social media as well. And we do have our own app. It's on DetroitConnectSociety.com.
Nice. Full of resources.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
so we have to have resources. This is how we help to build ourselves up again, build our families, and build our communities. And again, it's a chance to think and be a new person in a new way. So the more information that we take in, the more exciting life can be. And secondly, the more we're elevating.
Absolutely.
We're constantly elevating and raising that vibration because we're doing things that we love. We're having new experiences which are exciting, and that also helps to raise your vibration. What we want to do, especially in this season that we're in, not only to speak what we want, but we also want to live those things that we say we want to.
Yes.
So if you want peace, then you have to live peacefully. And so if you're going to live peacefully, that means you need some ways to help establish that peace. So ways to let things go and ways to gain new
Absolutely.
avenues.
And it's setting the attention. Like, it's every day is a new day, so you're not going to wake up happy, but it's just that intention that you're going to wake up and make it a good day. You can set that tone.
Yes. What are some of the ways that that you would suggest to our listeners to do that? How do you wake up with intention?
I always turn to something good, like whether it's a video or music really sets my vibration up high. And then I like to smell, like aromatherapy is big for me, smelling good. The hot shower, there's something magical that happens when you're submerged in the water, and that's really where I get a lot of my discernment or visions of what I'm supposed to do is in the shower.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
citrus cleansers and things like that just helps open up your frequency, and it helps me to ground myself, and always something good. So a hot chai tea is always the way to get me.
Ooh, I love vanilla chai. That's my
Yes,
favorite.
yes.
Yeah.
So yes, it's just being intentional.
Thank you. And so, can you share with us what would be your most popular product right now?
I would
What's
say
hot on the market? What's
the
trending?
lipsticks. The lipsticks, because they're vegan, they don't stink, and they're actually a stain, so I can put on my mask and it's not going to smear off. So I would think the lipsticks are.
Okay,
right now.
and so tell us about the lipstick. You said that you had over 100 colors?
I have 100 colors, so they're all very pigmented, so that's just meaning that they're very bold in color. Here's the packaging. So it's Fearless Girl Boss brand. Popular ones are this one, which is like a shimmering gold. It's called Rich.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank
too.
you. And the one I'm wearing is actually called Bomb. It's red. I don't have that here today. These also have been in a fashion show before, and I can show pictures wherever you're posted later, but this is a vibrant blue. It's more opalescent than it looks in the packaging. I don't know if that captures
But it
on
is
there,
so vibrant.
yes,
the
and it's
color
good
is so
for all
vibrant.
skin colors, so it really picks up on any tone of color, which is important to me and to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I would say those are popular.
Those are the most popular. What would be next? What's the next most
So
popular?
a lot of people, I am studying holistic medicine, so I'm working towards being a holistic doctor. The Sophia DeVita would be our next product because people are worried about COVID and just they want to feel well. We all feel better and do better when we feel good. So I would say the herbs are next in line as well.
So how do you use it? I see it
So
has
you
a
would just
dropper.
take a dropper and you could, it's not going to open, it's sealed, but you would take a dropper full. You can take it, I just take it straight.
Okay.
You can put it in a tea or water.
Okay.
So 8 ounces of tea or water and then
Just one drop, or how do you?
So you're going to take like a half of a dropper and just drop it in there.
Okay.
So
And
the
it-
directions are on the bottle as well, but it's very easy. It doesn't taste bad at all.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
Yes.
So it's different from taking the raw oregano. Have you had raw?
I have not tried that.
Oh my gosh, it's very, very strong.
Okay.
It's the kind of drop that will make your
I-
I already raise my eyebrows when I talk, but you can imagine once you take that, my eyebrows are
Yes.
kind of permanently up there for a while.
You can tell the herbs in it, but it's more like kind of minty and flavorful. So it's not bad at all.
Okay, well that's very helpful.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about what is next for you. What are you manifesting this year?
I'm manifesting Fearless to be an empowerment for young girls and women. Mindset is very important. If we set the intention in our minds, we can conquer and overcome anything. So part of the movement would be to help heal people. Not only women, but men need that as well. So I'm looking to grow Fearless and mentoring and all those types of things that come with it. So I'm open and looking for collaborative partners for Detroit Connect Society as well.
Okay, so if someone wanted to first connect with Detroit, say it again,
Detroit Connect Society.
Detroit Connect Society. So is there a criteria?
Just someone open to wanting more in life, professional. We will have a link as to what the criteria is, but we're
Okay.
pretty open.
Okay.
We're still fairly new, so
Okay.
under a year old. So
Okay.
yes.
So I'm really excited now just to talk about some of the things that matter to us, right? We have been talking about just ways to raise your vibration, that the knowledge, and so I have downloads, insights and downloads,
Yes.
and there actually is a difference for me for both.
Okay.
So insights for me would mean that they're something that triggers something else. And then the downloads for me are almost auditory, and I actually hear instruction, direction very clearly
Yes.
of what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to meet, what does that mean. It gives me a lot more clarity. You have those experiences? Okay.
Yes, especially in the shower. I don't know what it is about the shower, and just I practice gratitude. That really helps you to bring in your higher self. And I do hear different instructions and downloads. So trying to eat right, not eating the meat as much is still, something I'm working on. But it does help me to see things a lot clearer when I don't eat the meat.
Really? So
So-
is that for for a day? Is it for?
The longest I've been without meat was 4 months, and then I started like maybe 4 ounces. I'm not a big meat eater now, but I could see and hear things a lot more clear when I didn't. So my vibration was really high. It was like HD, if that was
Wow.
a thing in your mind.
Right. That's amazing.
Yes, so I
Yeah.
definitely do hear and see who's supposed to come into my life, and it's an intention. You attract different people and things around you, but it starts with yourself, and you just love people, and it attracts your tribe.
That's awesome. So I think about the adage or the proverb that says that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
That's right.
Have you seen? So my position is that the teacher doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be nature itself.
That's
It
right.
could be a circumstance. It could be a book. It could be a movie or inspiration.
Yes, just an experience,
It's
period.
an experience. Yes.
Yes.
So have you? What would you say was your latest? What was your latest teacher that arrived?
I would say that although I've been on this spiritual journey, and sometimes it could feel like you're on your own, when I opened up, there was a whole group that felt the same way and experienced the same thing. So that would be what I would think. And they were there the whole time. That would be, my end, that I wasn't looking. And I found that.
Okay.
So
And
that
so
would be-
do you think that it's something that you have to physically seek out, or is it like you mentioned earlier,
when
the
we're ready,
intention.
I guess everything will align to you when you're ready, and you set the intent. So we can be and do anything we want. We just have to believe that for ourselves. You can't doubt or waver. That's going to kind of delay our blessings. It won't go away, but it'll delay us. The universe will say, you're not ready yet, so let's, put it off to the side for a little bit. But once you're sure, then they're like, okay, and then everyone and everything comes to you.
This journey is amazing. So if you are now on your spiritual journey, if you are now awakening to the possibilities of the potential of your life, recognizing that you actually have gifts, both physical and spiritual gifts, actually you're on the same journey in the path that we're talking about. And it's an experience. It has nothing to do with your age. And I think that's really important, because we tend to think that children don't have the gifts or the abilities. We just kind of think of them as kids and kind of just, kind of push them off. Well, you're only a child, so you really don't know.
That's right.
But I think that's a misnomer.
I think so. I think because with children, they're more magical. They're imagining. I think they're actually more open than what we are. So I feel like if they had more instruction on that, they would be ahead of the game. And I definitely think children are more open. They're imaginative. We're more, in the box. And
because we have the obligations and responsibilities of daily life and daily living and providing for your family and take care of these things. So even though we have those obligations and those responsibilities, in the midst of that, you are still being and becoming, even through the people that you meet every day. And even when it feels like it's routine, when you are ready, your teacher will appear. So it could be just this show today that awakens something for somebody and say, oh, I needed to connect with Detroit. Say it again for me.
Detroit Connect Society.
Detroit Connect Society.
It's okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's the next step. So give that information one more time.
Okay,
We'll know
so
how
you
to
can
connect.
find us on DetroitConnectSociety.com. It's our own app. We are on Facebook and Instagram as well.
So it's important that you, as you're looking or seeking out new information, do the research. I know there are a lot of people in social groups and things like that on social media, but also you have to pay attention to what resonates with you. Every group and any group may not be for you, but what's for you will also be attracted to you, and you'll be attracted to it. So keep your eyes and your mind and your thoughts open to make sure that opportunity takes place at the right time, and you're in good step with it, in good standing. So and just the fact that we can bring joy to each other. And I talk often about, you have to have a way to reset. You have to have a way to reset on your own that's not dependent upon someone else.
That's right.
Because sometimes they may be the very person that's causing the added stress for you. And if you can't separate and reset from that, it makes it very difficult for you to find your peace, so that you can have that space of peace and balance, so that you can go back and do what you may be obligated to do for that person. It could be a family member, it could be at work, so it's important to be able to step back, take that thing that brings you joy, implement it, bring the stress down and the vibration higher, so that you can have that positive experience. I think that's really important.
Just like a cell phone, we make sure that they're not on 1%. So as a human body, we let ourselves deplete all the way to 1%. And, we've got to plug up, put this social media away, and just take that time for ourselves. Nature walks and just reflecting, just grounding and being by yourself alone will help. I like to go by the water and kind of journal, and just something about nature, and just recharge my battery. That's so important.
What's your favorite season? I have a favorite season.
I love the summer because the warmth of the sun, and but I don't like it too hot. So, but I love all the seasons though.
That's one thing that I love about Michigan, is that you have the opportunity to experience all of the seasons. And actually, my favorite season is winter. Probably not a lot of winter baby lovers out there, but so I was born in winter. I'm a December baby.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it just happens to be one of my favorite seasons too, because it's so peaceful and calming, and in the midst of the slipping and sliding, a lot more people, even though you want to kind of withdraw.
Yes.
But even in people withdrawing, it gives them a chance to reboot.
Yes.
It gives us a chance to reflect. It gives us a chance to to kind of celebrate being peaceful
Yes.
and calm in a way that the other seasons, I think, they don't offer the same kind of, well, if the bears can hibernate.
That's right. It's kind of
The
like our
bugs.
reset month,
Right.
We're put up for a little bit.
Yes, which I think is important too. And I want to make sure that before I close out today, that I share again that the Expose Under the Sun show that we're a part of today is sponsored by Detroit Native Sun. And if you want to advertise there, the person to call is Valerie, and her number is 313-457 5944. Again, that's 313-457-5944. And I am Heather Heteru, your personal change coach. And you can always reach out to me at yourinspiredjourney.com. Lots of books and tools and information. And if you're looking to continue this journey, this is an awesome time in life to do that. This is an awesome time this month as we talk and close out talking about this being Women's International Women's Day. So we're going to close out talking a little bit about that and kind of what that means to us. What does it mean to you to be a woman?
I feel like a woman is very powerful. So to be a woman is an honor. We have all this strength, and it's a way for us to earn our spot in the world. And so for me to be a woman, it's a variety of things, taking care of the kids and just being the wife and just a contributor to the world. So I take it very seriously, and I know my life's work is about empowering and uplifting other people. And so that's a woman, just someone who carries herself in a high standard and has love for just people in general. So
yes, and it definitely is a position of honor, as you mentioned. The mother, the grandmother, the daughter, the friend, and all the ways that we can be and become her. But the other component is that we have to constantly improve her. Just because we have a role or a title, which I think is really interesting, that we grow into that title.
that's right.
You're assigned a title before you're actually given the job description or
that's
understand the role. But I think so it's important that we're constantly evolving in that role.
Yes.
That you just don't leave it as being a mom because I birthed children.
That's right.
We have to look at ways to improve in our motherhood. That means we don't have all the answers. That means we have to look outside of ourselves for answers. That means we have to practice, just like you do anything else that you want to be good at. You have to practice.
Yes. So all the women out there, I would like to say Happy International Women's Day, and just be kind to yourself. We're very hard on ourselves. So just love yourself. Do something today that will show self-love to yourself.
And that's an important piece.
Yes.
It's a way for us to have another assignment. Not only love yourself today, but love a friend, love your mother, love your grandmother, love your neighbor. Show that love in ways. And the best, fastest, and easiest way to show that love is to say something. Say something good. Say something loving. Share an expression, a kind moment, a kind word, and affirmation. And hold each other together. We can hold each other together through our affirmations and our prayers. Those are really important ways that not only that we do that, but you also raise our vibration at the same time. And again, drawing others to you, because you are offering good and love into the world, and that's what the seed that you're sowing, and that's what you're going to get back. Remember that this is a manifesting year. Remember that today is Women's International Day, or International Women's Day, and this is a time to celebrate those who you love. That feminine energy is on the rise, and it's our responsibility to help change the vibration of the world, and not just ourselves and our families. So have a good day today. Make sure that you take good care of yourself. Take a look at some of her amazing products. I know I will. I'm going to look for that natural look lipstick out of those 100 colors. I'm sure I'm going to find the right shade. And they smell good.
Thank you.
They smell good. That was unbelievable. Make sure that you're still on the challenge today, that you're looking for your 10 ways this month to find your joy. And then remember that joy is for you and you alone. And I thank you. And until next time, look forward to next Tuesday with our co-host, Darren Griffin. He's going to be here, and of course, he's going to bring lots of information and news for our community and in a new and exciting way. So we look forward to seeing you next time. I am Heather Heteru, your personal change coach and host of Expose Under the Sun. Thank you, and thank my guest,
Thank you
Suzanne
for
Jarrett,
having
for
me.
joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.